Hey, welcome to the DuckHill Workshop. My name is Ben. Today, I'm going to show you where the new timber frame that we're building is going to go and kind of the dimensions and what it's going to look like. So let's jump out and take a look at that. Okay, just kidding. It sucks outside today, and I'm gonna not be digging that. We have to dig trenches to fill with gravel and to put skids on, because this will be a skid on grade kind of thing. We just want to make sure there's good drainage and a good base before everything goes in. But the frame and the finished shed is going to look like this. So it's a modified version of the frame that Glenn and I built when we were up north in Grand Marais. Instead, the one that we built is a 10 by 16, and this is going to be, it's 2 feet wider, so it's a 12 by 16 with an extra shed roof, hip roof, whatever, to cover the tractor. So its total footprint is 16 by like 21 and a half, almost 22 feet to include that tractor cover. Where you see the tractor sitting when we were outside is where it will actually be when it's under the shed. So, in other news, we finished the floating shelves for Dustin and Lauren. Picture of that here. Kind of a difficult room to shoot photos in, but it was a fun thing. And then, so Dustin should be home from the Middle East in a week or two. That'll be exciting. He's been over there since March. And I just look forward to seeing what he thinks of the shelves now that they're done. Other things that we need to get started on. We gotta clean the shop. We finished a project, and as things came home from the install, they just kind of vomited onto the bench. And yeah, when I've got the majority of my tools sitting on the bench instead of on their storage, it's a little chaotic. The other thing that has to happen is we did a little bit of work. I finished 2 new cleats for some of my dad's tools, and then I put cleats on his small parts bins. He still has to go through and sort out some of the old ones into the new ones, so hopefully that quantity of things reduces. And then I have to go through the things on the table that's in here in the garage, just to start making storage for those items. Do we have any guesses? Any guesses? I think I already posted about this on Instagram. I did already post about this on Instagram. But how many individual sets of Allen wrenches / hex keys that my dad has? Total, including the 2 that are in the shop already that I made cleats for. 35. So if anybody needs a set of Allen wrenches, hit me up. But that being said, let's get this cleaned up. And just like that, we're clean, mostly. There's some stuff that doesn't have a home yet, and we'll figure that out in the coming days. You'll see I broke down the big sheet of plywood as well, cut it down into cleats to finish out my dad's shop, but that just helps with a little bit of storage so I have access to everything on the wall and don't have a giant 4x8 sheet of plywood in the way. So the next thing we have to do is get all the other tools from my dad, all the power tools from my dad's shop, the handheld power tools from my dad's shop, and make them into cleats. So let's take a look at what we've got. All right, there, bam. All the new tools that need to find a home or have a cleat hanger. All corded tools, as you can see, so that's going to be kind of an interesting thing, how to deal with the cord. But we'll start working on that. But first, since I have help, since my mother has offered to help me do this, we are going to take down the 2 shelves of fasteners over here. might have to change their cleats up a little bit and move them into my dad's lab so that I gain that extra space to rearrange my cleats. And then what eventually is going to happen, it's not going to happen today, but just kind of a long-term thing after this is all rearranged, is that there's going to be a low workbench in here. We're going to put a leg vise on it so that I can have a little bit better room to plane long material. My Moxon vise is really cool and it's really nice over there, especially for cutting joinery, but having a workbench with a leg vise over here is going to be really, really nice. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when that'll come. I haven't even ordered the hardware yet. But moving those, rearranging is the first step. So we're going to do that. Cool. All right, so all that stuff is moved. I forgot to push the button, so there's no footage of that, but this is what it looks like. It's nice to have this space kind of opened up, utilized, I think, a little bit better, and to free up space down here for a workbench, or I just had the crazy idea that I could just buy, you know, a big 76-inch or 76-inch long, 12-inch wide, 8-inch wide joiner. That would be neat. So we'll see what happens, what I decide to do with that space. There is a big pile of scrap wood down here that needs to get dealt with, but for right now, that's going to start transitioning into the cleats for these items. I found that I've got 3 more, my dad's cordless drill and impact and flashlight that I have to make a new cleat for. So we will start with those things and keep moving. So I thought about this for a minute. This is a shop update video. I'm going to do a separate video about making these cleats. So card here, stay tuned, and that'll come shortly. Until next time.